Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, back with another drawing video. Today's video we're going to be drawing Todoroki Shoto from My Hero Academia. Icy hot, if you will. Honestly, I'm actually watching My Hero Academia. I'm right on Season 5, and Season 6 comes out, I think, next year. So I am super excited. I actually just started watching the show maybe like a month ago. So super excited to do this one, and thank you again, Bloody Zalgo, for the request. I hope you enjoy it. I hope by the end of the episode you have a good idea of how to draw Todoroki. And that is pretty much all there is to say. So let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off what we're going to do is draw a nice decent sized circle. Something like that. And now what we're going to do is draw some crosshairs on there. They'd be something like this, so you're going to have a line going down like this, and another line going across like that. And now from this, we can kind of draw in the head shape. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit more. And to draw that in, what we're going to just do is just gesture in from here, kind of make like a little bit of a V. And this one's going to go over and then kind of up like this. This one's just going to go around and over like that. And now we get a line here for kind of like his body. His neck would actually start out somewhere around here and just go down, and then another one kind of going down here like this. And then we're going to have kind of like his shoulders going across here, kind of going down. And now this is where we're going to have his hand, and we can just gesture that in as a big circle. And we can draw 1, 2, 3, and 4 circles for the fingers. And then he's going to have a thumb right there. And that's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. Nothing too crazy. So this is pretty good. So we're going to jump into detail here. And what I like starting out with is his head shape. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start right about here. And just draw a line going down. It's going to curve in slightly when you get to kind of the eyebrow right here. And then just go down. Like that, and then it's going to curve a little bit out, very slightly out for where his cheek is, and then it's pretty much going to go straight down to the chin here. And now we're going to kind of make like a V, and it's just going to angle up and over like that. And now what you can also do is make like a little triangle, like right here. And you can actually shade all this in now if you want to. This is his, like the shadow like under his chin. So it's a nice dark shadow. You could shade all that in if you want. Like that. And then if you want to, we can draw on the rest of his neck. And just go down here. And then his neck will be somewhere around there. So that's pretty good. Now we can kind of gesture in his eyes. So he's going to have an eye here, kind of an eye right here, like that. And we could draw on his nose now. So his nose is going to kind of follow kind of like this round shape of the eye. So we're going to start about here and just draw a nice curve line that curves up and over like this. And then it's going to curve kind of down like that. And then for his smile, it'll be a line basically just going across like this, and then just kind of angle down a little bit, like that. Make it a little bit shorter. It's a little too long. Something like that. And now we can get in his eyes. So his eyes are pretty simple. What we're going to do here is we're going to start with a line going like up, and then just kind of across, and then it's going to kind of angle down like this. And then here I'll even zoom in a little bit more. We're going to kind of get a line going out here, and then kind of connect these two. And then what you're going to want to do is thicken up this line a little bit. Something like that. Because these are necessarily his eyelashes, so you could do it with like a nice thick line like this. And then also kind of go down and then over like that. So there's one eye. And then the second eye is pretty much the same thing. We're going to start here, kind of draw a line going a little bit up, and then kind of straight across. Then we're going to go down and then kind of in like that. And again, you want to like really thicken up this line. Something like that's good. And then for like his eye itself, what you could do is draw a nice little kind of U shape right here like this. And then another one kind of on the edge here like that. And then all you do is simply just draw a nice little oval in the center, and you can kind of shade it in. Like that. And then just kind of give his, like for his eyelid, you could draw a curved line going up like this, and then a line going across, so there's one eyelid. This one will just be a single line going across like this. And then for his eyebrow, they're just kind of this little curved line like this, and you go up a little bit, and then just make a line very closely hugging this line. And then kind of same thing over here. Like that. And now what we could do is kind of gesture in his hair, and this is what is going to make him really look like Todoroki. So what I like to do is start about right here on the head, and we're going to have like his part right there. And basically what you want to do is, and this can't speak. This shape doesn't have to be super exact, but basically what you want to do is draw a nice, because his hair is kind of like flowing in the wind. So a nice big kind of curve line goes off into like a spike here. Then it's going to go down into like another series of spikes. And you just kind of want to draw the hair kind of like blowing in the wind. So you just kind of draw a nice little curve lines that go over and in like this. And then you just do like kind of like a series going into his chin here. So now we're going to draw another one here. And if you want to, you can kind of break it up by drawing like kind of like two spikes, kind of like in one. So you go up, make like a spike like that, and then go here and make one really close to it. And then you can have a couple like big ones here that kind of stand alone. But the point is you want to make the hairs kind of blowing, kind of going in their own direction here. Like that. So there's one. That's like one side of his head. We'll get the other one here. And this one's kind of going to go out and then down. And this one's going to be a lot smoother because like the wind's blowing like this way. So like this hair would be like compressed down. So if you want to, you can kind of draw in like a spike going in, maybe like one over here like this. But this will just kind of just follow into like his neck here, and you get like little short spikes for where like the neck hairs are going to be. And then we could also gesture in his ear. In this position, his ear is actually kind of low, so it'll be kind of like below the eye level. It'll be right about here, and you just kind of draw like an ear shape. So it'd be something like that. But there's going to be a ton of hair covering it, so this will do for now. And now we could like kind of finish off his hair. So we'll start about here and draw a nice little curve line. And it's going to kind of overlap the eye a little bit. That's fine. It actually makes it look a little bit better. And then another one. And you just kind of want these hairs kind of just going like their own direction. There's no real rhyme or reason. I'll even have like this spike overlapping this one. This one kind of go up and over. Maybe like another one right here too. And now what you're going to want to do is, since his hair is kind of two colors, like this side's red, this side's white, we're going to show that right here. And basically what you're going to do is go off this line and draw kind of like a series of spikes, very similar to what we have over here, but pretty much just on the inside of his hair. So just kind of go out like that. But the important part is it's going to overlap his face here. And be something like that. And then you could also have, if you want to, kind of have the white extending out a little bit. That's kind of what the reference photo that I used had. But again, same concept, just a bunch of hair going out all over the place. And you can erase any overlap. So any of this stuff can go. Sometimes erasing the overlap kind of helps the picture come together. Like that. I'll darken in this line as well. See a little bit better. But again, there's no like exact way to do it. So as long as you just kind of have like big kind of spiky strands flowing in the wind, it'll look alright. And then just to finish off his face, we could draw his burn mark. And to do that, it's very simple. You just kind of draw like this jaggedy kind of line that just goes down and then over. And then there you have it. That's pretty much how you draw his head. Oh, if you want to do the ear details right here, all they'd be is you kind of draw another line hugging the inside of this. You get a little bump right there, and then you get two kind of like parallel lines right there for the ear, and that's good enough. Kind of shade some of it in as well if you want, like right here, because the ear is like real dark. But yeah, that's pretty much it for his head, and that's probably one of the hardest parts. The next hard part is drawing in his hand, so let's tackle that. So we got the hand right here. It's kind of near the edge of the paper, so a little bit of it's going to get cut off, like kind of on the bottom here, maybe a little bit of the thumb as well. But basically, the hand, and what makes it hard is like the fingers and their placement. So the fingers would be like something like this, and then this one would be like kind of connected to that, and then the thumb would just kind of be out here like that, a little shorter, something like that. So I'm just going to jump into it, really no guidelines, just kind of follow along as best you can. This is probably the hardest kind of hand position you could do, but some things you could do to make it easier is drawing in arches. So like your hand goes on arcs, so the fingers would be on like an arc like that, and then the knuckles would also align with that. So you got your little knuckle placements here. So you got like the tips of the fingers, the knuckle, and like these knuckles as well. So that's kind of the best guideline I can give you, but we're going to just jump into it here. And we'll start about here and draw a curve line, curving up like this. It's going to go up, and then over, and then you basically just want to draw like a nice curve line going up and down, and then kind of in like that. So there's one finger, and then we could draw the second finger about here, and we're pretty much going to draw the same thing. You can kind of have it like kind of bump out a little bit where the knuckle is. It's very slight, so it's also kind of hard to do. So you don't want like extreme like dips like this. You just want to keep them very subtle, almost drawing like a straight line, but not really. So it'll like bump out a little bit here, kind of go down like that. And we'll start with this finger, and it'll go up, kind of over. This one will be slightly shorter. It goes down, and then in like that. And then this finger will kind of just bump off here, and then just kind of go down, and then kind of into the hand shape there. We'll just kind of leave it at that for now. But now what we could do is draw a little kind of curve line here and here in between the fingers, kind of connecting them, showing a little bit of like the webbing they have in between your fingers. And now for the backs of the fingers, we could draw on the nails, which is basically just a straight line going across and then a curved line going down and down. So you basically get like a U. A good tip is draw the line across and then leave like a little gap in between. Don't draw like the whole nail. So don't like connect it like this. Like maybe leave like a little gap like here, maybe even like here on top too. It looks slightly better if it's not like a completely whole shape. Like that. And then another one here. Like that. And then what we could do here is draw little curve lines for like where the knuckle is bending. Something like that. And then there we go. And now we could draw on the thumb. So the thumb's going to go off this finger, and it's basically just going to go over, kind of up, down, and it's going to kind of go on the rest of the hand here. So go down, kind of curve around like that. But we could do a little bit more detail here. We could show a fold in the skin, so we can draw a line curving in like this, and then another one curving in like right on top of it, and then curve this line in like that, and then this line will go out, like dip in slightly, and then bump out, kind of go over, and we're going to stop right here, because what we're going to do now is draw on the nail, so now we'll kind of go across, and then down and over, and then kind of curve up like that. Make this bump out a little bit more, and then it's going to dip in, over. It kind of have like a little bit of a dip in here and then go into the hand, but since we're like that far away, we're kind of like, it's really kind of like in the foreground, it gets a little distorted. But the last thing we could do is draw on the knuckles. So the knuckles are actually kind of easy, so like they'd be about here, 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 and then here. And basically what you do for the knuckles is you draw like a line going up here and then curve it down like this, and then draw a little curve line kind of on the other side. Then you get another one here, line going up, kind of going down like that, curve line right there. Here it will start changing the other way, so the longer line would be on this side, and then the smaller curve line would be about there, and then you just get like a little curve line right here for the pinky one, because you barely kind of see it. And honestly, the hand's probably the hardest part about this whole piece, just because like it's so like in your face and like in the foreground. It does make it kind of look flat, but it should be good. A little bit of practice. I definitely say look at a reference if you're doing it. But the last thing we need to draw in is his clothes, which his clothes aren't going to be too hard. We could start about here, and basically for his clothes, we could gesture in a shape like this. It'll be a line going over, kind of curving in, down, and then into like a V here, and you get kind of the same shape going over. I know the finger's kind of covering it, but I'll just draw over it. And then this line will curve out, and then a little bit more, and then down, and then kind of in like this. And then we're going to get a curve line going down like that. And then another one kind of hugging it very closely like this. And this is going to go out. And then basically what we're going to do here is draw a very similar shape, but we're basically going to just draw rectangles on top. So a curve line here, and then it's going to go up, and then have another curve line going close, a line going out here, and then on these corners it would go out as well. Then you get a little curve to it, like that. And then we'll get another one here, so it's going to be, so basically follow like these curves going down like this. But here we're going to get a line going across, and then down right here, darkening this, kind of make it go up, and across, and you get a little one right there. So you get these like long like rectangles kind of bending over this strap that we have here. Nothing too hard. Again, you should always practice like drawing like geometric shapes like that, like bended rectangles. It really does help you out when you do some drawings, and it just looks nice too. So now that we've got his like shoulder pad down, we could draw in this little kind of design he has on his collar here. And basically all you need to do is draw a rectangle like that. You draw 3 of them that just go down, and then 1 more. And then here you just draw a line going slightly in the rectangle. So it's not right on the edge here, it's a little bit inside. Like that. And you pretty much get the same thing over here. Again, since the finger's kind of covering it, you don't really see them, but there will be 3 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, and they do follow the same kind of, this line goes a little bit inside principle we got going on. And now what we could do is he has like a metal part that connects this, like his collar. So real simple, you draw a big rectangle that cuts across the middle here, and then you draw basically a line going in the middle of it like that. Erase any overlap. Then what I like to do is draw a nice little rectangle on the inside like that, and then draw 3 kind of sections. So this is one section, this is another section, and then you get 1 more right here. And you can erase the in-between too. Like that. And then same thing on this side. So we're going to get that nice little small rectangle. We're going to get 1, 2, and then 3. Erase the overlap. Like that. And then just to finish it off, you could draw a lot of folds where the collar ends. So you can draw like a nice one like here, like this. Maybe another one over here, like that. Maybe one over here, and this one has kind of like a loop in it. And then from the center here, you're just going to draw a little curved line. And a little tip, when you're drawing like any line or pattern that goes over like a fold in fabric, it's always good to off-center the line as it goes down. So we're going to go here, hit this kind of like fold, and then I'm going to kind of off-center it here like that. And just slightly, just so it starts here and now it's over here. Same thing on this side. This does help it look like it's kind of like folding over and then kind of going in like a different direction. Like that. And that is pretty much all there is to it. Again, if you wanted to draw on this shoulder, like you didn't draw the hand here, it just kind of go out and then down like that. And then you would have the strap that goes down, like right here. You just draw that in, and then you would just draw the rectangles like that. And since this is more like direct, you'd only see the bottom portions. So the next rectangle would be like that, going down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we hit everything. Here I will try to stand these up. There we go. So there you have it. There is how you draw Todoroki from My Hero Academia, the legendary Icy Hot. Yeah, he's a cool character. I like him. But we have on the left side here is the inked version that I did beforehand, and we have on the right is the sketch that we just did. So, yeah. So, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns. Leave it in the comment section below. I will try my best to get back to you. If you have any requests too, feel free to leave those in the comment section below as well. I make a how to draw video every Sunday, and I just randomly pick one off the list. So, there's no like real time frame. Other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later. Oh, and thank you again, Bloody Zalgo, for the request. I do appreciate it. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye-bye.